Whoa, legendary!
Welcome to another video, guys. I'm Crystal5, and today I will talk about the new Hearthstone expansion, Ashes of Outland. I see a lot of the same questions in my social medias, so in this video I will try to give you an answer to all of your questions and tell you what you need to do so you can come out strong after the new expansion. The channel is growing really nicely these past few months, and I have you guys to thank for that. But now, let's get into the video. I'm already assuming you guys figured out the Hall of Fame already, so no need to talk about it anymore. If some of you still have questions about it, don't worry and let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to give you an answer. And you can also check out my last detailed video about it too. Just don't forget that we have up to the 26th of March to craft those Golden Half cards, since for the first year, Half will not be at the same date as the set rotation, so keep that in mind. Now let's talk about managing your dust, gold and even money, if you're considering that. About the dust, I would advise you to craft as little as possible in the next few weeks. It's definitely not worth crafting any meta decks right now, because the new meta might make them worthless. And it would not be too worth it for you guys to start crafting new meta decks after the new expansion drops as well, especially if you're low on dust. Sure, it's very fun, it might be very strong, but let's not forget what happened to Galakrond Shaman. That was an insane deck for several weeks, but after it got nerfed to the ground, people who opted for that deck got left in a very bad spot. Sure, we get some dust back from the nerfed cards, but if you had to craft a couple of niche legendaries for that deck to work and you get refunded for a couple of epics, you will not be very happy about it. If you're wondering what deck you should be playing while the new expansion comes, and even after it comes out, the answer would probably be the one you already have. I know it's not gonna be fun to not be able to play the new cool fun decks, but if dust is an issue for you, your collection would definitely thank you for this decision in the long run. I will probably put out a new video after the new expansion drops, telling you what decks will not be such a bad idea to craft, so save up your dust and I will do my best to give you guys some good options that have decent chances of remaining meta decks for a long time and won't get prematurely nerfed. If you really want to craft a deck, it would still be a pretty good idea to save at least 5k dust on the side, so you're able to adjust yourself after 1 month where the meta would be a lot more stabler. For those of you who still haven't figured it out, you can get a lot of dust from disenchanting your rotating cards for their regular low dust value. As long as you're sure you will not be tempted to become a wild player in the near future, that would be a great source of dust for your standard collection. Just hop on your collection and start dusting Witchwood, Boomsday and Rastakhan cards, and that way you can even afford some more Golden Half cards we talked about in the last video for that sweet extra dust profit. Another reason why you wouldn't want to be crafting new decks too early is the fact that you will probably be able to open most of the cards for that deck if you wait a little. The new no duplicate rule that gets implemented on the 26th of March is gonna be a real game changer, which brings us to the next topic, gold. Even if you don't already have the Galakrond's Awakening solo adventure, it's still gonna be probably a better idea for you to use your gold for the new packs. From what we've seen so far, the new set looks pretty overpowered, with a lot of cards that cost way less mana than they should, with insane effects. Speaking of the new cards and packs, we have a new rule we need to follow when dusting our cards. Since we will now have the no duplicate protection for all of our cards, this means you shouldn't disenchant your cards from the newest set and from the classic set. No matter if you don't plan to ever play that class or how bad the card is, you should never really disenchant cards from the newest set as long as you haven't opened all of those cards from that rarity already. You really don't want to be opening that same bad epic or rare over and over again, just like you didn't want to open Millhouse twice. Overall, you should stop disenchanting cards from your newest set and from the classic set, if you already don't have all of the cards from that rarity. If you plan on opening more packs from older sets as well, you shouldn't disenchant any of those too. Anyone who starts following this mindset will come out very strong in a few months. With this change, Hearthstone just got a whole lot friendlier to free-to-play Hearthstone players, and I think that is great. It also opens up a lot of possibilities for people who are able to obtain all of the commons, rares and epics from a set, since after a nerf hits, we will be able to open a lot of those nerfed cards over and over again, even though I do believe Blizzard will implement some change to that. I was able to take huge advantage of this situation with the Dr. Boom and Galaxy nerf not too long ago, since I did own all of the legendaries from the set at that time, and I was able to open 7 of the nerfed legendaries in a total of less than 40 packs. But imagine how crazy it would be if we were able to do that even with our lower rarity cards. As long as we get several nerfed cards from the same expansion, we will be able to get huge advantage from that by dusting those nerfed cards, opening them again and dusting them over and over again. I'm pretty sure several of the Ashes of Outland cards will get nerfed in the first 3 or 4 weeks, so if some of you manage to save up some gold for that situation, it would be great for your collection. And the last subject I want to talk about in this video is buying the Hearthstone bundles cheaper. I remind you guys for this tip before each expansion, but there are still so many people that don't know about it or are still skeptical about it. First of all, I would like to say that the new Mega Bundle has huge value for Hearthstone standards. I'm not saying it's a great investment. I'm not saying it doesn't break my heart throwing that much money at the screen for some pretty pictures. What I am saying is it has good value compared to older pre-purchases, and you will get a good bang for your buck, especially with the no dupes protection. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Now let's see how you can get the Mega Bundle cheaper, or any other Blizzard item for that matter. Since I'm from Europe, the price for the Mega Bundle is 80 euros for me. What you can do is hop onto the Battle.net shop from a web browser and see the bundles there. It's still gonna be 80 euros, but you can change the letters in the site from EU to US, and now all of the prices will be in dollars instead. You can even change the letters to Asia, but I can't buy anything like that. It might be different for you, so it doesn't hurt to check it out. I've used this tip for over 2 years now, so don't worry, it works. And even though we only saved 6 euros from this tip this time, it's not too bad. There were other times where I saved over $20 like this, but now the prices of the dollar is pretty high, so we save a bit less. Anyway, you just choose the server for which you wish to purchase the bundle for, and in my case that would be Europe, and you finish up your payment process just like you would any other time. Just make sure not to use Blizzard Balance for this trick, because it does say it is not allowed in the terms and conditions, but it doesn't say anything against using PayPal or bank card for it. I even have a friend who by mistake bought a pre-purchase for the wrong server like this, and Blizzard helped him to move the bundle to the correct server, so don't worry. By the way, I know there are a lot of places like Turkey, Brazil, Mexico and so on that have prices way lower than the ones you're seeing right here, but for the rest of us, there is no real legal way for us to obtain those packs for those prices, because we need to provide a valid ID that shows we are resident of those countries. Places like the UK, for instance, have prices a lot higher than this, so it would be really worth it for them to use this trick, so they can buy the bundles with dollars instead of pounds. Another more common way for you to purchase packs cheaper than usual would be Amazon coins. But since I can't buy packs using that method from my country, I can't really give you tips on that matter. I would advise you to check some of your favorite big Hearthstone YouTubers and check out their Amazon coin guides if you wish to go for that route. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope this helps you make better decisions for your collection and save some dust, gold and money in the process. Drop a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching, I'm Crystal5 and I'll see you in my next video or stream.